why basic human punching must be mastered before advancing in Kung Fu, and why the boxing spring bag is essential. By Sifu Frank McCarthy. In every martial art, whether it's Western boxing or the most intricate branches of Kung Fu, the truth remains universal. Your advanced skills are only as strong as the fundamentals that support them. Before chain punching, Sao Choys, Gua Choys, Chop Choys, or any of the more sophisticated Choy Li Fut expressions can shine, the martial artist must first command the natural human punches. The jab, the straight, the uppercut, hook, and the overhand. These 5 punches represent more than just striking tools. They reflect how the human body naturally chooses to generate power, alignment, and speed. They are the blueprint for how the skeletal structure delivers force, how the hips rotate, how the shoulders snap, and how the feet root. When these instincts are sharpened, every other strike in the system becomes faster, cleaner, and more dangerous. 1. Nature before style. Kung Fu is an art layered with expression, circles, whips, angles, spirals, rotations. But underneath all those refined shapes is a human being built to punch in straight lines first. Straight line power is the shortest path between 2 points. No flourish, no flavor, just pure physics. If a student's straight punches are weak, off-center, or disconnected from their body, the more advanced circular strikes will also fall apart. The body will find no reference point for timing. The hips will have no home base. And the student will perform Kung Fu rather than fight with Kung Fu. Advanced techniques amplify what already exists. They don't replace missing fundamentals. 2. Instinctual striking equals survival. In real combat, the mind has milliseconds to react. Under adrenaline, the body reverts to what is most natural and trained. The jab and straight punch are the brain's preferred weapons in chaos because they require the least complexity to execute with power. When those punches are deeply ingrained, the fighter stays calm under pressure. Their guard remains intact. They can interrupt, intercept, and dominate rhythm. Their circular Kung Fu strikes flow in naturally after the initial straight-line attack has opened the path. Without this base, the fighter becomes stylish but not functional, relying on complex motion when simplicity was needed first. 3. Advanced Kung Fu strikes need a foundation of structure. Choy Li Fut's trademark swings, whips, and rotational strikes come from torque, rooting, and precise alignment. If the student's straight-line power is weak, the rotational power will be worse. Mastering the basic 5 basic punches conditions: wrist integrity, shoulder connection, hip-to-fist timing, correct spine alignment, weight transfer, fighting rhythm. These are the exact attributes needed to make So Choys, Gua Choys, Chop Choys, Pow Choys, and leopard fist shots feel like a whip cracking through an opponent. You can't accelerate until you know how to drive straight. Why the boxing spring bag is essential for Kung Fu training. The boxing spring bag is one of the most underrated tools in Chinese martial arts training, especially for systems that emphasize long-range power like Choy Li Fut. It teaches crucial attributes that heavy bags alone cannot develop. 1. Timing, accuracy, and tracking moving targets. Unlike a heavy bag, the spring bag moves fast and returns unpredictably. This forces the practitioner to aim precisely, strike in rhythm, adjust angles quickly, learn hit and don't get hit movement, develop sharp hand-eye coordination. Kung Fu is not just about hitting, it's about hitting clean while avoiding return fire. The spring bag turns you into a hunter instead of a stationary puncher. 2. Teaches rebound power and recovery. Every time the spring bag snaps back, the fighter must recover their guard and stance instantly. This builds better defensive instincts, awareness of openings, snappier retraction, faster transitions between strikes. This is essential for chaining techniques like Gua Sao Pao or snap return combinations in Hung Sing CLF. 3. Refines the whip and shake power of Kung Fu. The circular strikes of Choy Li Fut require the arm to whip while the core stays rooted. The spring bag demands this exact body mechanic. If your technique is sloppy, the bag will let you know immediately. If your timing is off, the bag hits you instead of the other way around. It becomes a live partner that tests your structure. 4. Builds fighting endurance. The spring bag rewards sustained motion. Quick punch bursts, evasions, returns, angle changes. All of these simulate a real fight pace. For a system like CLF, which thrives on overwhelming pressure and non-stop offense, this type of conditioning is priceless. 5. Blends boxing fundamentals with Kung Fu mechanics. The The spring bag bridges the two worlds: the snap and recovery of boxing, the rotation and torque of kung fu, the footwork required to chase or evade, the precision needed for vital target accuracy. It doesn't replace traditional equipment, it enhances it. In summary, before the flowers of kung fu can bloom, the roots of natural human punching must be deep. The jab, hook, straight, uppercut, and overhand form the skeleton of all striking. Master these, and your advanced kung fu techniques will have power, structure, and real-world functionality. Then, integrate the boxing spring bag to sharpen timing, accuracy, recovery, and fighting rhythm. Combine the natural with the technical, the simple with the complex, and the human with the traditional, and you build a fighter who can truly express their art under pressure.